very much. As Chris was saying, there's a lot of work still to be done. He said this stadium that we're in is just part of a vast complex, and it has in fact been the biggest building site in the world for the past couple of years. The cost is run into billions of pounds, of course, but we're told that everything is going more or less according to schedule. There have been one or two setbacks, not least about cost overruns. But how do you go about building such an enormous building complex? Well, James Pearce has been looking back at the construction of the Olympic complex so far.
The site where in exactly 2 years' time the world's best athletes will gather for the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympic Games. This is one project that simply has to be finished on time, but so far the signs are good. Around 10,000 people are currently working here, and there's genuine optimism that it's all heading towards a successful conclusion.
We're ahead of programme, and very comfortably so, and it's been a huge effort by the British construction industry, which was branded when we took this over as being failures. They're not, and they've done remarkably well as we expected them to.
Most of the construction should be finished within the next 6 months.
When you look out over the Olympic site and see the structures that are now firmly in place, it's easy to forget just how much this area has changed over the past few years.
Gone are the office blocks and factories that dominated this landscape in 2006.
These are all sides of our London Cure smoked salmon, fresh out of the kilns this morning.
Foreman & Sons was one of many businesses that had to move to make way for the stadium. Now the company's enjoying brand new premises right alongside the Olympic Park, but there have been losers too.
I believe about 75 of the 250 businesses in the area never made it. They weren't able to find a solution to their relocation. So we are very fortunate that we did sort ourselves out, and extremely fortunate that we're now, the closest building in London to the Olympic Stadium.
Since London bid for the Games, some of those involved in the project alongside Lord Co have changed. And so has the budget. Initially less than £3 billion, now more than £9 billion.
I think the budget always rises and so on and so forth, but it's already making a difference economically. I mean, that part of London's being already transformed. You've got huge amounts of construction, thousands of jobs being created. But more than that, when it happens, it is going to be the single biggest showcase this country has had for as long as anyone can remember.
There's still plenty more work ahead, but with 2 years to go, it does appear to be becoming easier to say with confidence that London will be ready. James Pearce, BBC News.